Hello, right, I'm Joe Baines. I'm Effortless Biohacking. So I'm gonna make keto carnivore ice cream using eggs. So it's gonna be an egg ice cream. And the base, the fat. So if you're just keto and you're not carnivore, then you can use coconut oil or you can use extra virgin olive oil, but not in the cooking part. Yeah. Um, I'm going to be using a combination of ghee and beef dripping. So those are my things. The extra thing I put in there, so this here is a mixture of Himalayan salt and electrolyte salts. It's a mixture of those two. And then over here, I've got a mixture of about 4 different amino acids: alanine, arginine, taurine, and glutamine. And I'm going to put that in there as well. So those are my ingredients, because also you need salt in there, right? So I'm going to make the main ingredient in this are eggs. So these are organic eggs or eggs from a farmer's market. So these are, you've got to have good quality eggs. And then I'm using a NutriBullet to break them into. So what you want to do in your mixer, you want to put the egg whites in there. So you want to break them up here. And then you want to make sure that only the egg white goes into the mixer. This is really important because the egg white contains an anti-nutrient which stops your body from absorbing biotin. And so if you 1 or 2 eggs is fine, which are raw, but if you try to eat loads of eggs which are raw, then you could give yourself a biotin deficiency. So you don't want to do that. So basically, by cooking the egg white, you destroy you deactivate the anti-nutrient in there. So I'm using 6 eggs, and so that's all the eggs in there. And now I'm going to put a spoon of the different salts. So this is a mixture of the different salts. Then I'm going to put some so here it is. This is the mixture, and now I'm going to mix the other stuff in there so that it's good, right? So you want to make sure you put a lot of fat in there. I mean, you'll figure it out. But you want a lot of fat in there because it will get absorbed into the egg white as it cooks. So you're making like a scrambled egg. You're making a scrambled egg, but just from the egg white. So remember that. Now remember, I've already put, a decent amount of salt, electrolyte powders and all that kind of stuff in there. So here, now I've made the egg whites. So the egg whites are now cooked. I mean, they're swimming in beef fat, but that's okay because that will get absorbed when we blend it together. So I've got this cooked. So there we go. As you can see, there we go. So you see swimming in beef fat and ghee. Right. So now I've turned that off. So I've got here is the egg yellows, right? So they're still in their shell, half the shell. So now I'm going to put these in there. There we go. So now I put all the egg yellows in there. Well, the other thing you can do, by the way, with the eggshells is you can put them in the fridge, and when you got enough, you oven bake them, and then when they're completely dry, you put them in the blender, and you whisk them at high speed, and you end up with the eggshell powder, which is how I made this, and it'll last you forever, and basically it's a very rich source of calcium. So if you need calcium, this is the place. So that's what I'm going to do with these. And now I'm going to put some calcium in there. You know, who doesn't want a bit of calcium, extra calcium? Right, so I've got that. And then I'm going to put my amino acids in there, because you know now it's cooled down. I can put some amino acids in there. They just give me so I've been finding really big benefits to taking amino acids every day. So now so now we put this back on. And there we have our keto ice cream. Now I said I was using, I'm going to use 2 jars to put it in. So these are my jars. So they're about 300 ml jars. I'm going to put them in. So it should. So I've got it'd be about 3 eggs in each one. This is what it looks like. Goes straight into the jar. It's very smooth, extremely smooth. Tastes amazing. So that's the tastes really good. Right, so now I've got the 2 jars, put them in the freezer, and tomorrow I'll have keto carnivore ice cream. Enjoy.